If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The approach from Racing as head coach Bev Yanez repeats the same 11 that started again.
She keeps this 5-back, but now with 2 traditional outside backs to help mitigate that space in the channels that I was just talking about.
The ball is kicked into play. Racing Louisville and Seattle Reign facing off at Lynn Family Stadium. The corner kick, as per usual. Swings it low. Biondolo was there. Ball falls to Curry. Takes the shot, and that one just over.
Look at the wind whipping today. So she goes short, and you just put traffic at the near post. It ends up falling to Curry, who was ready.
Jordan Bloomer to put it back in play. This is her 3rd appearance. Made her NWSL debut against Houston. She was a Player of the Week nominee. Didn't get that, but she did get a double save of the week honor.
Sometimes that's the benefit of being a backup and growing a little bit, being patient as a goalkeeper, because there's not that many opportunities, right? Only 14 teams in this league. That means 14 goalkeeping spots. And so Bloomer just put in her time, and now you've been able to see her step in with confidence. Some big saves in that first game, as you said, gets her first shutout last game. She's really stepped in the absence of Katie Lund and done a good job for Racing.
Very successful during her college years, where she was twice the Big Ten Goalkeeper of the Year, junior and senior years. Curry to put it back in play. Here's Lynn Biondolo. Dahlien to her left. With some space here, Dahlien cutting inside. Doesn't need a second invitation to shoot. Flint was there, it was too high for her. All sent back into the mixer. And away. An insistence here from Sonis. Floated, Flint. Sears. Well, a little chaotic.
It's not the first phase of set pieces, it's this second phase, and Flint does a good job of continuing to find new space. So Laura Harvey's playing her in 7 that's tucked inside at times, or even an 11. Now she's a 10. Is she a 9? Like literally this year we've been saying that. Like, where is Jordan Huitema's best position? And I like her playing underneath the speed of Biondolo and Dahlien, because I think it takes pressure off all 3 of them and gets them in their best situations.
You also see how she has been tasked
to
shadow Taylor Flint. Dahlien, here's Huitema. Patient. Meza has help from Curry. Wants to do it herself. James Turner, back to Meza. Putting it up here for Barnes. Dahlien pulls the trigger!
Yeah.
That was an awkward height for Jordan Bloomer, but she had glue on her gloves.
The competency to do this, to keep the ball, bring players over to the right side, and then create an isolation. And this is who they want in that isolation. It's Maddie Dahlien bringing the ball into her right foot, more pace on that, and challenging Bloomer. And I liked.
And not only 4 goals, but a variety of goals.
Yeah, true.
Exceptional header that she scored, cutting in at the near post. A poacher's goal. Here's Meza. Slipping it through for Dahlien. Dahlien beyond Ellie Jean. Dahlien! And it's corner pocket! Against the run of play. Seattle Reign have the lead.
And you have Maddie Dahlien, you better give it to her, because she'll find the right pass into the back of the net. Perfect precision. Well, that's the pass we were looking for, huh?
Exactly. Barnes. Reign won this fixture last August with an Aaron Wright own goal, ultimately sealing all 3 points. DeMello more present now. DeMello. That's not a bad ball towards the back post. Sears is there. And Dickey collapses upon it.
Because this is excellent. Look at this little stutter from DeMello. Pretends to do the back heel and then takes it to the end line, or inside. And that's where Fisher, I think, just took the wrong path. She goes towards the ball, go to the net. you expect something to happen. Emma Sears is going to get there.
Well, that's the kind of goal she scored against the
Yes.
Thorns as well.
Yes.
And she usually does populate that 6.
I'm just saying, if the ball's going towards Emma Sears, I am...
Katie O'Kane, Ellie Jean. Peterson will swing this one in. Fisher and the shot! Straight into the midriff of Claudia Dickey. And that is all she wrote for the first 45 as Irina Petronok whistles the first stanza dead. Seattle with a 1-goal lead. Maddie Dahlien at the 38th. I want 10% commission now that I brought it up. And the ball back in play at Lynn Family Stadium. It is Louisville 0, Seattle.
It's not there for Louisville, and I do think it is halfway with the way that they play. It is an aggressive style, but you can't be aggressive. You have to have a calmness in front of net.
Flint, you saw what she did from distance against Gotham last week. Rewards herself with a corner. And you mentioned that Dickey was having a troublesome time dealing with balls sent in and around her vicinity.
Yeah, we'll see what her approach, if it changes in this half, because she likes to come out and use her aerial presence to snatch the ball out of the air. She might just have to lean on her defenders in these moments when the wind is a factor.
Near post ball. Out to the top of the box, Sonis. First touch was poor, but somehow it dribbles through. Took a nick, so it's corner number 7. An interesting defensive posture from Seattle. Everybody so close to Dickey, nobody at the top of the box. And surely that is a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, especially against this Louisville team who tends to score from outside the box.
Looking at their 9 goals. Flint! A towering header, but that was very close.
Yeah, this is so good. This ball in swinger to the back post, and that is just showing her dominance there.
They have done more than enough to be on the score sheet. But we mentioned that Seattle has an unblemished record when scoring first, and part of that is because their defensive solidity has really buttressed their campaign. Just 7 goals conceded. Sonis. Louisville insist. Sears. That's a good cross. It hit Fisher in the arm.
Yeah.
They've tallied more points on their travels, 7 than at home, 4 with the same number of matches played.
Thank you.
Only scraped 8 points on their travels last year. That was the 3rd worst away record in the league. They are a mere 1 point shy of last year's tally in hostile territory, but they have to get it done at home. Oh, that was a smart play from Sears, who almost did it a second time. Inch perfect, the challenge for McLaren. DeMello. Malay. Katie O'Kane, she can pull the trigger from here and does. And now Flint. Seattle in this second half. Not so fast. Say Louisville. Malay.
And I think if you would read the stats so far in this game, Eric, you would think, my goodness, how is Louisville not winning? And I think there is a case for that. But I also think there's a case in NWSL this year for teams to be a little bit more tactically flexible and understand what is the task at hand and be able to meet the moment. I think Seattle's done that well.
DeMello. Calmly composed from McLaren. Katie O'Kane trying to get away from Jordan Bugg. She does. DeMello, cluster players in the 6. That's where the ball is headed. And that one well wide in the end. And that is it as the curtain comes down at Lynn Family Stadium. Seattle get the win. They're second on the road.